first of all, USCIRF, is a bipartisan independent government agency. So it has a special mandate to assess religious freedom conditions abroad and make recommendations to the U.S. government. And 9 commissioners are bipartisan by both Republican, Democrats, the White House, leaders in the House and Senate. So you get a really wide variety of commissioners all coming together to make these recommendations. So USCIRF was created by the International Religious Freedom Act of 1998, also called IRFA, along with the Office of International Religious Freedom at the State Department and that ambassador position. Now, IRFA also requires each year that the president designate countries that engage in or tolerated systematic, ongoing, and egregious violations of religious freedom as a country of particular concern, or a CPC, though. So that's the exact language that we're using. And then under the Frank R. Wolf International Religious Freedom Act of 2016, the special watch list was created for those that don't quite meet that threshold, but still have serious violations of religious freedom. So for many years, people don't realize that India has actually been on the tier 2 list for USCIRF, and then was recommended to be on the special watch list because the violations were serious, but they did not reach that CPC criteria. At that point, really, the violations seemed to be in several states in India, but then the Citizenship Amendment Act was passed, and other laws were used to target religious minority communities throughout the country as violence spread against these communities, with impunity. And it became clear at that point that the government was tolerating and engaging in that systematic, ongoing, and egregious religious freedom violation test that the CPC has. And so now 4 years, USCIRF has made a strong case for why India must be designated as a CPC. So, and when you look at the last 5 years of USCIRF's report, they have the first line that tells the trajectory of each country that they report on. And the last 5 years have been all negative trajectories. This last year, just in May, continued to worsen. Last year, significantly worsened. The year before, continued their negative trajectory. The year before, a drastic turn downward. So we've seen this 5 years at least of deterioration of religious freedom conditions. And I might note, independent of USCIRF, is the United States Holocaust Memorial Museum's Early Warning Project has India ranked number 8 of 162 countries at risk for mass killings. So we really can't ignore the facts on the ground. I don't know if they're ignoring them. I mean, clearly they have not designated India as a CPC, but I do believe they're watching, they're listening, they're asking questions. And I was invited to be among just a handful of people to join Secretary Blinken and Ambassador for Religious Freedom, Rashad Hussain, on May 15th, when they rolled out the International Religious Freedom Report. And Ambassador Hussain specifically mentioned India in his opening remarks, with Secretary Blinken standing right next to him. That's actually pretty substantial, considering how quiet they have been on these issues. It's important that we keep having these discussions, that people keep speaking out, and talk about these horrific crimes being committed against these religious communities in India, Muslims, Christians, Sikhs, and others, and on all the different violations of religious freedom that are going on. The State Department does respond to this kind of pressure. It gives them the ability to go to India and interrupt that diplomatic relationship by saying, boy, we're getting so much pressure, we have to talk to you about that. And I think that the facts on the ground really warrant that now, that the State Department can't be looking away, continue to look away and claim this special relationship with India as conditions continue to deteriorate.